Hi guys, it's me, and I want to tell you a story about something that when going back over my notes, I forgot to tell you, and it happened really early on. And in fact, it was one of the very first things that I noticed after taking the Diatomaceous earth. You might not be able to tell it just by us, conversing every week. But I'm really kind of a low maintenance kind of chick. It's just how I am, and I probably shouldn't tell you that because there's probably some guys out there that probably will feel like, oh yeah, I can get over on her because she's low maintenance. But I say all of that to say, yes, I'm low maintenance, and it wasn't until I think it was about 1996, 1997 when I was working at my first real job after college, and I decided to treat myself to a manicure and pedicure, or specifically I'm going to speak about the pedicure. And I think it was around the time you started seeing all of the Korean and Vietnamese nail shops popping up all over the place. So Allison goes into this nail shop, and I'm getting my toes done. Now, prior to this was like my first go get your nails done kind of thing. I grew up, my mom did my nails. We, had our little manicure day, and we do all of that little stuff. But this was my first time doing it professionally. So I go in, and I don't know what's going on. They come pulling out this potato peeler, and she's like, do you want this on, she's like, and I'm like, okay, look dumb. Yeah. And she proceeds to take the potato peeler and scrape the back of my feet, which I might add, didn't need to be potato peeled. They didn't need it. I didn't have any problem with any hard calloused feet or heels or anything like that. But she went ahead and she did it. And I thought I would, I looked at my feet and I was like, oh, this is nice. It felt nice, the whole damn thing. Until, the skin starts to grow back. And I'm sure I am not the only person out there that all of a sudden you realize you made a mistake, because now the skin is growing back rather hard and tough. It's almost like an addicting thing because you feel like you have to go back to get potato peeled again. But I didn't fall for it. I started using, pumice stones and stuff like that, but never over the course of all of those years did my feet ever get back to the soft, I grew up wearing shoes. I'm in an industrialized nation. I wore my Buster Brown shoes. I wasn't one of these people who wore little jellies and cheap shoes and stuff like that. My father really believes in taking care of your feet and not being cheap with your feet and buying good shoes that are going to, keep your feet in order. So I'm not one of these people, okay? My feet were fine until I went and did this to myself. So, to make a long story short, fast forward to me taking the Diatomaceous earth. Now, it's a kind of long-standing joke with me, because I'm not one of these people that lotions up a lot, kind of low maintenance, all of that, So I, especially in the winter time, sometimes, I could feel my feet kind of rough. And all of a sudden, I put on my socks and they're kind of scraping a little bit. Anyway, I took the Diatomaceous earth, and it was one of the first things that I noticed. My feet all of a sudden were smooth. I don't know if it kind of just shed all of that rough skin, and then from underneath there, it wasn't hard again. But my friends will tell you, it was one of the first things that I noticed, and I was like, oh my God, the heels of my feet are very soft. Now, I will say, they're not as soft as they originally was before I went and did this damage to myself. But damn, what an improvement, especially since I didn't use any moisturizer. So, there you have it. Have a good week.